So just behind me, this is the site of Aki. And the thing about this site is it goes back to the pre-classic era, to at least 300 BC. And the fact that it's got megalithic construction really fascinates me. It actually says that on some of the websites. Because the Spanish had a battle here with the Maya in what, 1700s, there's actual kind of evidence of that, and there's a hacienda has been built upon some of the ruins to kind of take over it. Also the church. So we're going to have a look around as best we can and actually look at some of that. This site was in use all the way up to the time of the Spanish, so about 1600s, from 300 BC. And so this is a remarkable time frame when you think about it. That's like almost 2,000 years. So it was a well-known site. It was very well populated in the classic era and the pre-classic era, and it's just one of these places you've got to visit. So this is the entrance to the hacienda. This is actually built on a Mayan platform as part of Ake, part of the site. These steps were probably here, probably in this, roughly this position. This is also closed, and in there you can actually see quite large blocks making up that kind of platform there, and then we have other ones all around the gardens here. Just these two gates in the hacienda are interesting. That you've got very large kind of blocks here and on the floor here, all up this wall, all part of the Mayan site. It's like this is actually part of it. It's actually part of the construction. We've got blocks around that tree. We've got a cat running away over there, not very fast, it's a bit slow. And there's a pyramid behind those gates over there in the distance. So this is part of like the hacienda. This is what was built upon part of the site. So let's have a little look around here, because I know that the foundations are actually Mayan. Some of the stones at the lower part of the constructions here. And you can just wander about in here. So we're going to take a look. I love exploring kind of ruined modernish sites as well. It's kind of fun. You see all these kind of what's left of the so-called workplace here. Now it was used for various things, production of various things. Amazing what's here. And there you can see some of the Mayan blocks just at the base of this construction. Probably every stone in there was lifted from Ake. That's what's thought anyway. People, the archaeologists, agree with that. And again, all these blocks here, which are particularly megalithic compared to classic Mayan stuff. There's still production going on here. And it's Sunday, so you can just walk about. There's like cane, like these trucks here. Wow, this is absolutely classic. Probably some more Mayan blocks at the foundations of part of the hacienda. And we see more as we head up here, back towards the car. And this whole place was built upon the actual Mayan site. So this is the main hacienda here. I think I'm going on private land. Kind of at the gate here. Here we have a couple of Mayan pieces just sticking out the ground. Just keep walking, you just keep seeing more. There's more in the bushes behind there. I'm hoping I can just sort of, it's going to be an open door somewhere. I can just walk in, have a look at some of the Mayan, what's left of it, the Mayan ruins. So all along the edge of the hacienda, we have more evidence of Mayan construction, which is probably pre-Mayan in all honesty. It continues up here, there's more just down here. So I think this is a pre-Mayan site originally, with megalithic aspects. Whether it was Olmec is a big question mark, because there's no evidence the Olmec made their way actually to the Yucatan. That's kind of weird, but there's a few artifacts here and there being found in and around the Yucatan. Not that much. I've seen some on Cozumel Island, for instance. I've seen some in Merida Museum. God, you can see in the distance there, look at that. Just either side of that kind of church, they've got massive megalithic chunks. This is like Chimalakitlan. This is just like that. We've got ruins, and even up there as well. Just outside the church here, look, you can actually see a construction above this wall here. This wall has got like megalithic blocks in it. There's some lesser quality, probably Spanish stuff. And then above it, we've got the original megalithic stuff going on. Wow. So this is actually like a lost site. Look at that going all the way up there. Can you see that? Let me know if you can in the comments. It's hard to see anything. But look, you can see that where the tree's coming out. You can literally see the ruins in those trees there. This is amazing. This is the other side of the hacienda near the church. I want to get into this church so I can have a quick look. But look at those. It's like a pyramid there. And the church is like built on a pyramid. So we're inside the churchyard now. That's just the entrance there. And these are gigantic megalithic blocks. Now someone's just come in here, just opened the gate, some local people. But look at the size of these. These are incredible. Can't quite get up there, all the brambles and snakes. But again, this is like Chimalakitlan kind of vibe. Huge stones. We've got a massive one just below us here, just as an example. This is good quality limestone, most of this. And we're actually inside the kind of grounds of the hacienda, but also the church. And I believe this church was built on the megalithic site. Oh my God, they're opening it all up. This is absolutely superb timing. So we're just walking up the main pathway here, and either side you can already see the megalithic aspects. See that here? So you've got that side there in the shade, which are at least a couple of meters long, some of them. Then you've got these ones over here, which are just as big. So this whole thing we're looking at here is like a gigantic pyramid platform. So let's get up and have a look closer in the church. They've actually opened the church. This is superb. And all along the side here, you can see further megalithic blocks just lying around. They've reconstructed it partly. Here are some other pieces. This whole thing we're walking up is probably part of the greater megalithic site. So walk around the side of it here. This is like looking down on the hacienda. It's Sunday today. We've come to church in Aceh, near, east of Merida, Yucatan. The reason we're at this church is because there's a pyramid underneath it. This is Aceh Mayan ruins. The main site's over there, and it's got incredible megalithic construction here. Just walking up here as well, we have proof of megalithic construction, and also proof that this is a pyramid, or at least a kind of pyramid platform. But I've managed to get close up to the platform. You can see some examples of the megalithic kind of chunks, and then you've got the church above it. But these are really interesting. Look at this. This is very non-Mayan. This is pre-Mayan design. This is a unique style, although Chimalakitlan and Morelos is similar. It's got Olmec aspects to it. There's no mortar, which most Mayan sites have. You've got this huge piece sticking out. This could have been deliberately sticking out, like we saw on top of the other pyramid in the main site. I think it probably is. And there probably would have been things on these ones that are sticking out, probably carvings. There's two of them here. The main wall there, another one sticking out there actually, but it's been broken. This is the causeway leading up to the site. Now whether this has been reconstructed for the church, I don't know. I mean, this could be the original causeway going up to the pyramid or the platform here, because you've got massive stones here, which are obviously here from many hundreds if not thousands of years ago. So this is interesting in itself. So just to see this going all the way down could be the original platform of one of the key pyramids here at Aki. You just see some of the stones behind me here. So again, this is the huge megalithic aspect of this site here, Aki, in the Yucatan. Absolutely amazing to see this. And we got inside the site, we got inside the church, everything just suddenly started opening up. We've been here for a couple of hours working out how we're going to get in there. And then we're going to get up in the air to get a view of this, because this is stunning, beautiful, remarkable place. And you can just see behind me evidence of that. More examples on the other side of the kind of pathway leading up. Got these guys coming down. These guys let me in the church, thanks to them. And this is actually the causeway leading up to the church from the other side. The megalithic blocks. Mayan or pre-Mayan, we just don't know, but it goes to at least 300 BC, but I suggest much earlier. And there's more inside this hacienda apparently. Amazing that there's like a structure here at the beginning of the causeway going up, and here as well. And obviously we have the main mega structure underneath the church. Gracias. So this amazing, wonderful family just let me in the church. They just opened it up. They're obviously part of the Catholic congregation here. And so we've got to see inside the site. We've got to see what I wanted to see inside the church. In the church, I believe that's a pyramid. We hope you enjoyed your visit to Aki with Megalithomania, myself, Hugh Newman. Please subscribe, click the bell icon. Join us on Patreon, support us if you can. We try and get to these sites. We had to pay a lot to go in the site, by the way, just so we can get these videos for you. So we hope you enjoyed our exploration of Aki near Merida in the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico.